The flames danced hungrily as I stood barefoot in the street, watching as everything I owned turned to ash in front of my eyes. It was a surreal moment, like stepping into a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. The fire had ravaged my tiny apartment, leaving nothing but charred memories and the smell of smoke. But as the initial wave of shock subsided, something unexpected began to stir within me, a sense of liberation I hadn't anticipated. With every possession gone, I was left with only myself, and it was in this stripped-down state that I began to discover the true wealth of my own spirit. In the days that followed, I wandered through my city, a backpack my only companion, filled with the few items I'd been given or salvaged. Each day was a new challenge, a puzzle of finding where I would sleep and how I would eat. But in these moments of uncertainty, I found myself relying on a strength I never knew I had. I learned to embrace the kindness of strangers, who offered me food, clothes, and sometimes just a smile that reminded me of my shared humanity. The world, which once felt so daunting, began to show its softer side, revealing that even in loss, there could be profound beauty and connection. As weeks turned into months, I found myself drawn to volunteer work, spending time with others who had lost everything or who had never had much to begin with. It was in these acts of service that I felt the warmth of fulfillment spread through my chest, a warmth that possessions had never provided. I realized that my worth wasn't tied to what I owned but to what I could give to others. Each story I heard, each hand I held, added layers to my spirit that no material object ever could. In giving, I received more than I could have ever imagined, a sense of purpose and a community bound not by wealth but by shared experiences and mutual support. Looking back now, I see that the fire wasn't an end but a beginning. It stripped away the superficial layers of my life, forcing me to confront my essence and the world around me. I learned that resilience isn't about bouncing back to who you were, it's about evolving into who you're meant to become. My journey from tragedy to triumph taught me that true wealth is not measured by what you own but by the richness of your spirit and the depth of your connections. And in losing everything, I found something invaluable, myself.